We're here in the embattled city of Homs, and you can hear heavy gunfire in the background there. It's really hard to fathom the sheer endurance of the civilian population who live here, as week after week and month after month they've had to endure this conflict. But the ongoing violence is taking its toll.
There are neighborhoods that are being suffocated, surrounded by armed groups. There are many people who've been kidnapped. We've had enough. What did we do to deserve this?
Homs has been described as a city on the brink of civil war, and where some of Syria's fiercest fighting has broken out. Driving through the streets, there are clear signs of conflict: bullet holes in window panes and anti-regime slogans on walls, and there's a heavy military presence. We weren't able to visit some of the areas where concentrated fighting was continuing. They were deemed too dangerous to visit. But in other areas of the city, daily life struggles on, albeit under the backdrop of gunfire. You can see the children playing here in Homs. Now, this has been one of the major concerns as this conflict continues, for the safety of the civilian people who continued living here in the city. The situation in Homs right now is far more complex than simply one of the opposition against the regime. Here, deep-seated sectarian conflicts have reared their heads.
From the very beginning in Homs it was sectarian, because there are equal large numbers of both sects, much more than in other cities.
The military funeral held yesterday gets underway for 5 soldiers, killed by what the government says is an increasingly armed militant movement. And on the same day, reports from the opposition, further harrowing accounts of civilian deaths around the country. Makes Syria's decision to allow the Arab League to send observers all the more important.
This is naturally, we want to facilitate their visit to Syria and in the same time preserve our sovereignty. So really it depends on the intention. Do they really want to help Syria or corner Syria?
Whilst the decision's been slammed by the main opposition outside the country, the SNC, who call us a ploy, the opposition inside the country has welcomed the move.
We hope it's going to be implemented on the ground as it's stated in the protocol, and we remain completely against international intervention. It would lead the country to destruction.
With a fractious opposition, a rising death toll, and with facts and information still very hard to verify even on the ground, the observers' arrival here in Syria will be an important step. But it's going to be just one of many more that we'll need to follow, and soon, to ensure that no more lives are lost. Sarah Firth, RT, the city of Homs in Syria.